am I all jittery? Anybody else noticing it's like jittery? Why is it so jittery? That's weird. It never usually is like that. But maybe it'll get better. Maybe it'll get better. It looks really jittery to me. That's crazy. I've never seen it be so jittery. That's crazy. Maybe it's better now. I don't know. Let me know. Looks jittery. Updating and stuff, you know. Over here. All right. I think we're good. Does it look this jittery to you guys? So much for being the king of these streams. I used to do these all the time, and now it's all fucked up. Do I not have the chat? I guess. Oh, there's the chat. Okay. Yo, Scott, what's up? Go Hogs, what's up? You want some of Biff Raiden? What's up, Nessa? I look like a lumberjack right now. I look like I'm ready to go out and cut someone's wood up or whatever. How's everybody doing? Let me turn off some of these. King of Hueco Mundo, are you ready for the hurricane in Texas? Is that still happening? Like big time? Or no? I feel like it is. How are you guys? It's been a lot of day. It's been a real bad day. So, but I did waste a lot of gas, so that's great. Want to talk wrestling? You want to talk about the world? You want to talk about me? Whatever you want to talk about. Stream is unstable, it seems, says Go Hogs. Is it better now? Is it? Because right now it looks better to me. So, does this look better to you guys? I am in a bad kind of area, so yeah, let me know how you think. It should be better. But I guess when people are saying rest in peace stream, I guess that's not good. Alberto Del Rio rehired. Yeah, I made a video about that. But, or I talked about it a couple of times. I think it's kind of crazy that he's back after 10 years. I can't believe it's been 10 years. You know, that's wild. Let me see if I can change the settings here. Sometimes, you know, we can fix some stuff here. Let's go to a lower bit rate. And then maybe that will help. Let me see. I don't know, let me know, guys, if
I've been going to wrestling shows for over...
Oh shit, somebody donated and then it like cut off or something. That's weird. I don't know what just happened.
I've been going to wrestling shows for over 30 years. Never in all that time have I ever felt, until last Sunday, that my security, my safety, my life was in danger at a wrestling show.
Good morning, Popo Joe. You are looking very good this morning. You are the Filipino dream, my friend. Don't worry, I won't say anything racist, as I know you can't censor me through your phone. Vinegar.
That's all right. I mean, hey, as long as I didn't say it, you know, we're good, I think. General Santos, thank you for the $3, man. $3, baby. And that's going to pay for this Celsius. I should join the Mercedes Monet text message club. I'll join the Mercedes Monet text message club if somebody sends me the $99 to do it, and then also sends me another $50. So $150. I'll join the Mercedes Monet text club. What's up, E-Man? You sex beast. What's up, brother? Here you go, General Santos. Lots of talent WWE furious. Could we see walkouts? Yeah, I mean, I think you're going to see a lot of low-level people furious in WWE, and you're going to see, you know, a lot of low-level people furious in AEW, because they're, you know, nothing's being done with a lot of these people, and they're, you know, they're like pissed off. How's the stream been the last 5 minutes, guys? Has it been all right? I'm just going to keep going anyway, but I mean, yeah, we're not in a great spot right now, you know, to be honest. For the low cost of a buy me a mask donation, let's make some content. Yeah, I mean, I will text Sasha or whatever, and review it for you guys. But yeah, it cost $150. But what's up, Mohammed? How you doing? I'm on the road. You know, I did acquire a new job. It's kind of not. It's like not going well, but going great. If that makes any sense. Last week, I closed like 80% of my jobs. And I did really good actually last week. But I'm really behind in a lot of bills because I'll just tell you the story if the internet's working. If it's not, stream is clear. Okay, cool. Well, I'll just tell you the story now. Since it doesn't matter, nothing matters anymore or whatever. How's everybody doing? Sit back and enjoy. I'm still kind of getting over my friend that died a couple of week and a half ago. It's just crazy, bro. I can't even think about it. Like, this guy was so funny. He was so funny. It just sucks. But basically, I had been working at a car dealership for maybe 2.5 years since I had to go back to work. The place that I decided to work full time was at a car dealership, and it was actually really pretty good. But after I got offered something at a big place, at a big heating company. I got offered a sales position at a big heating company. It was a big deal, and wow, it's going to be so crazy. And you know, they brought me in and they were like, you know, we'll test you out for a couple of days so you feel comfortable if you want. And I went in and I closed these deals that were so good, and they were big, and I did them fast. I had no knowledge of things either, so it was like really crazy. And they were like, hell yeah, let's go. And I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. This is great. And about 3 weeks into working there, I left BMW. I worked at a BMW dealership. I left BMW where I was doing really well. And I left there, took a chance. Took a big chance, to be honest. It's a big risk. Because, you know, YouTube is YouTube and whatever. But, you know, at the car dealership I was doing really well. But so I sort of took a risk and left there to go make more money. Because I needed to make more money. You know, the YouTube was going down even more. And so I was like, I need to make more. And I was making probably $70,000 at the car dealership. And I was like, well, I really need to make more. So I got to find something else on top of the YouTube. And then I left, and this place literally fired the entire department, and including my job was axed. Like almost 5 weeks into being there, and I was like, what? I was just told I was gonna be this big thing and whatever, and I was doing well, and I was like, oh, this is great, and this is gonna be perfect, this is what I need. And they literally just destroyed the whole department. And so I was like, oh, well, I can't go back to where I was because I kind of pissed them off. And now I don't know what to do. So that's how that happened. And that's why I've been out of work the last couple months or whatever. But anyway, I'm back to working. And it's... You ever seen the movie about McDonald's? You wish you were making $70,000? I know, right? Isn't that crazy? I left that job because I needed to make more money. Isn't that nuts, E-Man? I had to leave that job of making $70,000 guaranteed because I need to make $100,000 or $150,000, and I left that job, and now I'm fucked. But anyway, so the point is, I had a lot of months off of nothing, so I'm behind, and they're gonna, they're gonna shut my gas off soon. So my gas might get shut off today. But so anyway, you ever seen the movie? What's the one about McDonald's? Founder, the movie The Founder. I feel like I'm that guy at the beginning, except for I never find a McDonald's to steal their idea. It's like, how can I make that happen? The Founder, yeah. Love that movie. I'm literally like, that reminds me of my life, except for you never find the McDonald's to steal. Although I guess you could call it, sort of like YouTube is like that. But I love that movie. Because it's just such a good movie. But yeah. Back to selling ice cream mixers. I've almost gotten in 3 car accidents today, so that's a positive. Another positive is, you get to use up a lot of your gas, and you get to destroy your vehicle and its value. Will I be covering Dynamite and Collision this week? Oh, tonight? I don't know. I suppose I should. Maybe, I don't know. Like, the Raw reviews are dead. There's no reason to do Raw reviews anymore. I watch 3 hours of Raw. It's usually not that good. And, I mean, I watch Raw. It's not that good. I make about $11. It's not worth it to watch 3 hours of a show anymore. It used to be, I used to do it for fun. I used to stream and for fun and just to review the show and kind of rant about it. And then, for years it became like a job, so it was really fun to have a job to do it. But when it's not really a job anymore and it's just like, oh, I'm kind of reviewing it for fun, it doesn't make any sense, especially when I'm really fucked on everything. So, like, the Raw reviews are just dead. There's only like a couple hundred people watching. I know there's been times where like 100 people are watching and we're like, the show is pretty good and Raw is pretty good and we're like crazy or whatever, but it's just not, like, the ad revenue is dead. There's no ad revenue in a Raw review. There's no reason to do it. So yeah, I don't think Raw. I don't know about AEW either. AEW does worse than Raw. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll be. I might. It's going to be one of those things where if I'm home and I feel like it, and maybe the kids went to bed early or something, I might pop on randomly, or I might, like, watch it and then, like, in the background, and then later do, like, a review. I'll put it up on Patreon or something. But, like, I don't know. I'm not really sure. But, like, what am I doing if I'm not reviewing some of the wrestling shows, you know? You know what I mean? Not really sure. But, yeah, I mean, if... I don't know. Not a lot of people like AEW anymore. Raw and SmackDown have been unwatchable. I thought Raw was pretty good the other night. I thought it was alright, actually. Like, I actually kind of was, like, I wouldn't say proud of them, but I mean, I was kind of like, I was kind of proud of them. I was like, kind of like, you know, happy they tried to put on some, you know, kind of effort. It's a little weird that Cody Rhodes is still missing. I don't care what he's doing. I don't care if he's making a movie or he's making a porn or he's eating a dog's ass out. You know, I don't really care. You know, I just I don't know why Cody is missing. Monetize this and out of nowhere make you more money. Yeah, I mean, I don't think out of nowhere did not do well last week either, but monetize this is not, we're not doing well anywhere. Nothing's doing well. That's why I'm working 60 hours on the road. Backlash card is awful. Yeah, I did a lot of video making and video creation and a lot of live streams and shorts, and I really went at it for like last couple of months, which really increased the viewership on the channel. It really did well. The viewership went way up. We went from 110,000 views a month to 1 million views a month for 2 months straight. A couple of million views almost 1 month. So all the viewership went up by 1 million. You know what I mean? But the revenue went down, so figure that out. Revenue went down, viewership went up by 1 million. I don't know. We gained 2,000 subs, more subs than we had, than I've had in forever. But it hasn't translated to anything that would help. So, yeah, it's interesting. I don't mind sharing. I'd love to answer any questions you have, though, motherfuckers. When you wonder, you know, why I do things. Monetize last week was okay. Yeah, no, I went to bed. I fell asleep last Monetize this. I was so tired from working all day on the road, and there really wasn't. There was a lot of people on the show, and yeah, there really weren't. There was nobody really coming on. There was a couple people that were. I mean, Bullfrog was there, and Luke and everybody, but I just passed out. I fell asleep. I was really exhausted from working, and yeah, there wasn't any really donations. Yeah, so Monetize this did not do well either. So we had a real bad week on the show. You know, every show I did didn't do well. Didn't make any ad revenue. Didn't get a ton of views either. But viewership's up, so that's really cool. Subscribers are really up, so that's really cool. But yeah, that stuff didn't work out great. And then if you add me working all day, it was I was pretty tired. I had a really good week last week at my job, though. My first 3 days were great. I was at the top of the pile with everybody, you know, and I was really doing well. Last week I was on fire. I was like, let's go. You know, and now this week has been a dud. Monday was awful. It was raining all day, though, so maybe that's part of it. Poured all day Monday and Tuesday, and so that could be part of it. But, you know, not good days. A lot of driving. Nothing to show for it. But, you know, it's been a lot of fishing and no fish, you know. Danny MT, Rojas, Dork Knight, I'll monetize this with Bullfrog, yeah. Yeah, those guys might be on this Saturday. I like Braun Breaker, villain. I really do like Braun Breaker. Oh yeah, Gargot's broke his foot too. Fucking idiot. Jesus Christ! I thought this lady's gonna hit me. Fucking Christ! She had like 5 parking spaces to turn her car. She turned her car from like 5 parking spaces away from me, and somehow almost hit me. Like, what the fuck? Talk about fucking Chinatown on wheels. We need unhinged, unfiltered, Joe. This country is cooked. Yeah, it feels pretty cooked, Divine. Yeah, it's pretty fucked right now. I mean, it's been fucked, but now it's worse. People, Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. I would pick Raw at this point, I guess. Go Hogs for Life is going to Backlash. That's fire. Real tired from work. Yeah. Are you getting later day WCW vibes from the current WWE product? Will UFC TKO Saudi? There's no Saudi events in this year. That's crazy. I think what's possible is if the WWE ever takes a dip, or if things ever take a bit of a dive, or at some point anyway, there's a real possibility that they could be sold again, or, to Saudi Arabia. I think that there was an effort to keep it in America and to keep it, kind of localized to us and everything, and I think they wanted to keep it, some kind of value to it, but at some point I could see potentially Saudi Arabia either purchasing it or becoming a bigger partner and partnering with them and becoming an owner of it, a part owner. I don't know. That I could see. And I could see like WWE Saudi Arabia. I think that's more of anything of what I could see is WWE making an offer to say, hey, we want to create WWE Saudi Arabia where, we hire local talent out there and we run a constant promotion out there. And every once in a while, people from the main WWE will come in there and you have them guest appear, or, like Seth Rollins shows up in Saudi Arabia at their show, and they buy into WWE in some aspect. I could really see that happening more than anything. So yeah, I think this country's in big trouble. Nobody has it seems like nobody has money really. When I'm selling things, it's very noticeable. I wish I sold things during the pandemic. Everybody was buying everywhere left and right, and I wasn't really selling things. So I'm not really. I don't know what could have been done. But or what could be done. But I know that there's that there things are not going well right now. I can tell. Well, things weren't going well before Trump, Louis Urdaneta. That's why Trump got elected. Trump got elected because Joe Biden was shit and the country was shit. Problem is the country's still shit. So I don't think Trump's doing a great job right now either. So I think that they needed to get they really needed to get money back to people like instantly. Like I think Trump needed to get money to people right away. At this point, it's kind of like like a necessary thing. Whether that's forgiveness, like all payments, I don't even know, but he needed to get something going instead of giving all the money that they found with the corruption with Doge. Instead of taking all that money and giving it to the fucking Pentagon. I mean, yeah, Trump is working for Israel. So Joe Biden worked for Ukraine and for communist China. And Donald Trump now works for Israel. So this country's fucked. So Joe Biden was a mess, and Trump has been not much better. We hoped it would be different. He did a little bit of great stuff in the first 30 days, and then he went to shit. So Trump is fucked up. No, they need to give everybody $6,000. They need to give people, and they need to do it because they saved all that money anyway, and they found that corruption, and they should be, handing it out at this point and just trying to stimulate everything, because an owed inflation. But I don't know things. What do I know? What do I know? But I think that they needed to do something to, because it will kind of help a little bit offset, the pain that you're going to go through for the next 6 months while things get fixed. And yeah, so that's what I think. But there's really nothing you could have done, because you couldn't vote for Kamala after Joe Biden being a retard. So you couldn't vote for Kamala. You had to try Trump. You just had to try it. Yet he was good for 3 years. Trump was great for 3 years, 16, 17, 18, or 19, whatever the years were. But he was not so great in the last year, kind of. But that was the whole thing with the pandemic. But he had 3 really good years. So you're like, well, he had 3 good years. Biden is fucking trash. Got to try Trump. And it still might get better, and he might do a good job by the end of it, because we did know the first year was going to be rough. We knew the first year was going to be rough. But the problem is, are you going to survive the first year? Because we're already fucked from Biden. I mean, it's not the president either, by the way. It's not just the president. It's just the world, right? It's not just Biden. It's not just Joe Biden fucked everybody. It's not just Trump fucked everybody. They're just a part of it. They're a part of it, but it's the world. There's so much stuff in the world. There's these greedy organizations raise all their prices. They don't need to. And then there's just the scarcity of stuff and the cost of things and people wanting to raise prices because. And then there's just the wage gap and just the debt to income ratio of everybody, the debt, the borrowing, the interest rate, the way property is. There's a million messes right now that are going on. And it's not all Joe Biden's fault or all Donald Trump's fault. It's just they're a part of it. And they can only do so much. But, it's like, this is a fucking mess right now. So, they need to figure something out. And I think that's why I don't normally like stimuluses, or think that they're always good. But, yeah. I mean, if I was given a $6,000 stimulus right now, today, it's like, well, that would take care of my gas bill. That would take care of my electric bill. That would take care of my mortgage. So there you go. And then I would be able to kind of save for a couple of weeks. And that would kind of put me back on track. I don't know. It'd probably put a lot of you guys back on track. If you were to get, $1,500 per kid and $2,000 or $1,000 per, whatever it is, $1,500 per person, whatever you want to call it, right? $1,500 per person would be better. That's, but yeah, that's about $7,500 for me. That would be the thing that would reset everything on my end, and allow me to start being able to save and building something. Probably would be good for everybody. I don't know, $2,000, $3,000 minimum for at least 2 people, 1 person. I don't know what the logistics to that are. And again, it's something that we would be able to pay back as a country based on what Doge finds and what Trump finds. But right now, giving the money to the military, to the Pentagon, is fucking retarded. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But we need it quickly. I mean, I'm not... But you also have to save yourself. You know, you got to save yourself. You got to do everything you can yourself to make money and to crush it and to do what you do, you know. If I didn't have all these bills and I didn't owe the IRS and I didn't owe a bunch of stuff, I mean, I would be living pretty good. You know, I would be all right. I wouldn't be rich, but I would have, you know, I would have a couple thousand saved, and every month, you know, every week I would get a new paycheck and I would just keep rolling on. I'd be all right. But because I have so many bills, I mean, I got $6,800 a month in bills. My bills are $6,800 a month. But it's not. If I make sales today, I did really well last week, and I made enough money last week that that will cover my gas and you know, the car gas, the gasoline for the car, and it might cover my mortgage maybe, although I'll be late. But it's like I need to crush it this week, or you know, we're in trouble. So it's like that. I don't like living like that. That sucks. I don't like this. I don't know how anybody does it. These people don't have money. I was talking to some guy earlier and he was like, yeah, I don't have any money. And I'm like, oh. And he was explaining things to me, and these are all people that have houses. That's the crazy thing. Everybody has a house, and they really don't have money. I'm like, we really don't have money? Like, are we messing with me? Like, how about we do this, that, and the other thing for only $200? What if we did that? And people are like, I don't have that. And they're like, I really want this though. Like, can I do $30 or something? And I'm like, no. But the fact that they're saying they want to do it, can I do $30? Or can I pay in payments of $30 and stuff? So that tells me they want the thing that I'm selling. It's like they want it. They really don't have the money for it. And I've never seen so many people who don't have the money for it. Like, if this was 2019, my closing rate would be 60%. But now it's 20% or 30 maybe, because the biggest thing is legit they don't have the money. And when we do financing forms and stuff like that, they don't get approved. Right? They have $100 to put down, that's it. And then we do financing, it's stuff doesn't get approved. And it's they want this though. It's fucking crazy. Most Americans don't have money for emergencies. It sucks. Yeah, no shit, right? I have no money. I have $3 from who donated? General Santos donated. Thank you, General Santos. No, I have my mortgage is due, which is $2,600. So my mortgage is $2,400. It's due $2,400. My gas bill is $2,300. I haven't paid it. My electric bill is $900. Haven't paid it. I think my car insurance went through. My kid's school bus thing, I think I didn't pay that. So we'll see if they get the bus next year. Which that's a real problem, because they give you a $100 discount if you pay it early, but if you don't pay it by May 20th or something, they charge you $300, which is crazy, because they charge you $150 if you pay it before May 20th, but they'll charge you $300 if you don't pay until after May 21st. But so I'm gonna have to pay $300 later, or not do the bus. Probably not do the bus, but that's kind of fucking crazy then for Leah in the morning. But what else is there in the country? People are trying to find homes. I mean, forget it, right? I mean, unless homes that are $280,000 are right now $500,000. Like 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, in 2019, a home for $250,000 is now $600,000 That's fucking crazy. And I'm pretty sure is unprecedented and unheard of at any time ever. E-Man says $2,400. My mom's house, she pays $9.90 a month. Oh yeah, well, welcome to Massachusetts. Also, it might not just be Massachusetts, but it might also be that, you know, when we bought the house, my interest rate is 4.12 or something percent. I don't know. My interest rate is 4.8% or something like that. It's really a low 4. It's almost 4. It's almost 4%. That's my interest rate on my house. When COVID first hit, we could have refinanced for 3.5, but I didn't do it. Probably should have done it and taken the money. Do $100,000 loan on your house, and you owe the IRS $68,000 like I do. They're like, well, we'll take that money, which I would gladly do if they were like, you know, we're gonna take your house. Well, then I would obviously have to refinance, take that money, and give that to the IRS, you know, to save the house. I mean, yeah, my payments would go up to, you know, my payments would go down to $2,100 a month, and I wouldn't owe the IRS anymore. But now my home would be, you know, I would owe $450,000 on my home. So it would be pretty stupid and bad, but it would also be, if it was like absolutely necessary, I would be able to do that, I guess. So if it really came down to it, like, we'll fucking kill you for your house, like, I would have to refinance or take a loan, or whatever you call it, fucking refinance the house, take $100,000, pay the IRS, and then I'd have $30,000 to. That'd be pretty cool, but then the monthly payments would go down, but then I guess the mortgage would go up to another 35 years or whatever the fuck whatever it is, I don't know. But I've talked to a lot of people and they say, no, you don't do that. Yeah, what's up with India, bro? India attacked Pakistan or something? I saw this. What the hell is going on? Where's Prayesh Muhammadar? Apparently, yeah, India fucking, I don't know, attacked Pakistan. The story behind that, because I've been so busy that I don't know what's up. Joe, are you saying that being married and having kids wasn't worth it? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there's ups and downs in life, and you know, fuck, I think I drank too much caffeine. I'm either having a panic attack from the caffeine or I'm really fucking hyped up. I should probably stop drinking caffeine right now. Marriage is sketchy, but having kids is the best. Yeah. Well, I like it all, to be honest. You know what I mean? I kind of like it all, regardless. You know. Let me turn my pager. Yeah, I like it all. No matter what. Kids, wife, whatever. I like it all. Hi, Kermac. Yeah, you got no notification. Well, you would have if you became a patron. I figured I haven't been live in the middle of the day. I'd give it a try, you know. We got some pretty decent numbers, 70, 80, 90 people coming in and out. I mean, that's as far as that goes, but we're doing good. We're once again doing good numbers. I just sat on a screwdriver. I was wondering why my ass was killing me. You have kids? Yeah, the kids thing is great. I mean, I didn't get married until, you know, me and Leah were together from 07 to 18. We didn't get married until 2018, so that's 11 years into the relationship, right? So we were 11 years into the relationship with kids before we got married, as you know, maybe. Maybe you don't know, I don't know. I mean, remember we got married, we put the pictures up on the video, we streamed our hotel honeymoon. That's still on there, you can find it. Joe, your quality and bitrate may be too high, it's buffering. Oh shit, yeah. No, I turned my bitrate way down. I just think I'm in a bad location. I'm in a bad area. I can see the connection sucks dick. I just enhanced it. It might be better now. Hey, Killer Demons. But yeah, man, I'll probably get back to work now. We streamed for about 40 minutes. Good to stop by and say hi to everybody while I'm on a break and, bored, sad, and failing. Come on here and read some of the chat comments. Everybody, throw it out there real quick. You don't have to donate. We've only got one donation anyway. It was from the real quick. Real quick. Just try to rapid fire it before I go. Go ahead and throw it in there, and I'll rapid fire it. I'll try to read the comments. Hueco, suck it, says Sean Ellis. There's a video of a black security guard that beat the crap out of a black woman. They were out of control in Mexican restaurant, Cinco de Mayo. I'll have to look that up later tonight, King Hueco. That sounds interesting. Joe, as a man my age, does this make the Attitude Era even more nostalgic now? Yeah, I think so. I think the Kariabu El Kir. What's up? Yeah, I think the Attitude Era is I think a lot of the newer people now, the younger people, are just sick of hearing about the Attitude Era. Kind of like they just want to live in what they're watching now. They don't want to live in the Attitude Era. We're finally getting to the point where 25-year-olds and under don't really care or don't want to hear about it. They're like, yeah, that seemed awesome. That's wild. But even though they enjoy going and checking out some clips they've never seen before, and I'm sure they're having fun discovering some of it. There's also a good majority of them that I think are just sick of hearing about it.
India, we going to take you out for taking all the American supermarket real estate, my friend. You are going back to herding sheep, my friend.
Oh my God. Ankle Breaker, thank you so much, man. Was that a super chat? Thank you, Ankle Breaker. Yeah, I don't know. What did India... I guess they are going after Pakistan. It's pretty crazy. I still don't know what's up, though. I'm going to have to, read about it and shit later on because I don't know about that. Curated Vibrations, which is a sexy name. I'm 33. Been watching since 99. The Ruthless Aggression Era is underrated. Yeah, the Ruthless Aggression Era is an era where I actually started to tune out. So, I think that's why I don't value it as much as some other people do. Because I finally started getting wrestling fatigue, I would say. And I was out of high school, and I was like, oh, bars and women and shit like that. So I was really kind of busy at the time with being a real human being. But before that, I watched everything. And so, what is it? I would say the year 2000. 2002 or 2003, right around then to 2006. I would say there was a 3-year window when I was in and out quite a bit, in and out. I missed a lot of stuff. I didn't really like Lesnar had come in, and I didn't like that. I still wanted Stone Cold and all that sort of stuff, and I didn't like this, some of the way they were going. I did not like John Cena at first, ever. And I just was kind of yeah, I don't know. I just sort of zoned out around late 02 to 05. I didn't remember too much about WrestleManias 19, 20, 21, 22. I would say around WrestleMania 22, I got really invested again. I watched a couple of months before WrestleMania, and, Vince McMahon and Shawn Michaels, the angle about God, I loved that. I got hooked on that. and I really did not like John Cena, and I was really rooting for Triple H at WrestleMania 22, and I got hooked again. And when Shawn Michaels did the suck it on the ladder, I marked out for like the idea of him going back to being the old Shawn Michaels, kinda, and like the DX stuff. And then Triple H does like the suck it stuff in his match, and I was really like, fuck, Vince and fuck Cena, and like, oh man, DX, whatever, and I was getting all into it. And then they sure enough went in that direction, and then I got really into wrestling again. And then when DX really started becoming more of a PG DX, I kind of was like, oh man. And then we got into the 2009s, and that's when I started now getting angry about WWE, and that's when I started flipping out on YouTube about WWE, and I started getting pissed off and doing rants, and the rants were going like, and I'm going to cover it like sports talk radio. And so that's how this channel came about. That's where I'm at. But like videos on WWE on my other channel, so yeah. Yeah, you stopped around kind of when I was about, stopping as well. 05 was a dead year for me in wrestling. I think I really tuned back in, especially when Hogan fought Shawn Michaels. Like, I was into that. I thought that was awesome. I'd been waiting for that forever, So PGDX sucked. Yeah, it was definitely bad. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. I'll see you later. Thank you guys. Thank you to Ankle Branker for the $5 and General Santos for the $3. Thank you guys. Stay wet. And I'll see you then. We're back. Apparently this is live, and you want to support the show and stuff.